Hi, Beans! Yes, I tricked you. I'm sorry, I didn't trick you. I'm an idiot, and I didn't realize that stream ending was on instead of fucking stream beginning. It's okay. I had one job. And I did an excellent job of it. So thank you guys. Hi guys. Hope everyone's having an awesome weekend. I hope your weekend was great. We did St. Patty's stuff here. Let's put it here. Yeah, this world's awesome. This is really cool. Look at this world. It's so nice. It's very, very. Is that like blowing up? It's like the light's kind of blowing up in there. Let's turn that. There we go. Light's a little better there. Okay, we'll do that. It's just a little darker than I wanted, but that's okay. That's fine. But I hope everyone's doing good. Yeah. Right. It said stream ending. Amazing. I have been amazing all week. That's a lie, but it's okay. I'm just happy to see everyone and hope everyone's doing great. I came home from festivities and then did some more work for my job, and it makes me want to jump into a lake of lava. But that's okay. I want to be here. and decompress. So I hope everyone is doing good, and I hope your weekend was awesome. But I did have fun. I can't say my weekend was all bad. Mostly working. But yeah, we went to do we did St. Patty's Day things. That was fun. All the drinks, all the funs. Go over there. Dude, do you want to go over there? Let's go over there. We'll have to use that lighting angle because that lighting angle looks very good. So, run. Oh yeah, that's cool. There we go. Yeah, it's cool. Very cool. Very cool. I hope everyone's good. Yeah. Oh, Marcos, thanks for following. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. And hi, Joshua. Yes, Worries. I appreciate Worries. Yo, Worries is on a 25 stream streak. Let's fucking go. And hi, Sheriff Zach and Tripwave. You're always fucking awesome, bud. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yeah, I was wondering why everyone was saying bye, and I'm like, oh, I'm dumb. It's me. Yeah, I always forgot I have to do that stuff. So that's so cool. Iggy, thank you so much for following. Guys, it means so much to me. We're gonna have such a blast. Let's freaking go. And Poodle Lover Kill said steal my hat. This makes me very sad, but I have to do. I have to do what is required. Makes me sad. Do we have to? Do we have to take my hat? Is that like needed? I don't think that's necessary, but it's fine. It's fine. I am mad, bro. I am mad. I don't care. I don't need my hat. I'm not defined by my hat. You know, I clearly remember I had like 7 years of NIIC without a hat. So this is like a new thing. It's like a relatively new thing. Maybe 5 years he's had a hat. So you know what? I can just go back. I can go back to not having a hat. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's so nice. I really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, Sheriff Zach, I am doing okay. I'm doing much better than with you all guys here. Hi, Soren. Yeah, I had to work all weekend. We're just a shit show. But I'm tired of talking about how much we're a shit show because, you know what? It's not the worst thing in the world when I still get paid. I'm just nervous about when that's going to end. But it's okay. These are things I'm not allowed to talk about. But yeah, thanks, guys. Let's fucking go. Yes, for your card. Let's go. And also, thank you for following. That's so great, guys. Yeah. Hi, yes, Furrier Kari's here. How's everyone on thy humble evening? Yeah, good. Post St. Patty's Day stuff's here. Yeah, doing pretty good. A lot of my friends here are hungover. As one does. I'm actually fine. Yeah, so good. Kai says, I'm lurking because I'm on VRC. That's great. Yeah, lurk away. That's awesome. And Mauricio. Hi, Mauricio. Thanks for hanging on YouTube. Guys, that's awesome. Is Mauricio Portuguese? That'd be so cool. Killer Queen. Hi, Killer Queen. And Devin, I'm doing awesome. Oh my god. Yes, Silver. Isn't it crazy? There's a shit ton of new followers. That makes me really happy because we're here having a vibes. It's not just about me. It's about like we all get to vibe and hang out and stuff. So super cool. But also it makes me happy because I feel like it's worth doing something. It's so hard for me in the past few weeks to be on top of everything, but I'm pushing out videos. I'm doing things like that. But like I promised songs, I have things that I'm behind on, and they only get more behind. But I'm not gonna give up. We are gonna get to everything. I just need this job to die down. This job is so stupid. Like we're working like, so like if you guys don't know, like I go to work, I drive forever to work now. And then I work all fucking day. And then I come home, say hi to Nebs, have like dinner for like half an hour. And then I'm back upstairs working. And then I try to get enough done that I can like still do a live stream. So like my day is basically work, say hi to Nebs for half an hour, and then work some more, and then live stream. And I do that all week. And it's fine. It's cool. I know there's going to be something, it's gonna change and it's gonna be tame. It's either gonna change and be tame again, or it's gonna change in the fact that we all lose our job. And either way, I have to stay at the end. I'm just so curious. I'm just so curious how this shit's gonna end. It's like the worst ugly movie you could ever watch, and you're just like, I just gotta know how it ends. It's just so fucking bad. I just gotta know how this movie ends. That's like where I am. I'm so fascinated. Like nothing good can come of this shit, so it's great. Yeah. Duhan said, who else had a very wide temperature range today? The high today was in the 80s and it's supposed to go down to 35 degrees Fahrenheit. That's crazy. I remember, no, ours has been good. Ours has been cold and weird. Not enjoyable, but like 42, like pretty much. We were at a parade today and it was fucking cold as shit. And I was like this like strong man, like I don't need a jacket. I had to wear green and I didn't have green that was like warm enough clothes. All my green stuff was like thin clothes, and everyone was like, dude, here's a sweatshirt. I was like, yeah, thanks. Okay. I remember last week was hilarious because last week was like Wednesday was like 80s. It was like summer. Like Tuesday was 70, Wednesday was 80, and then Thursday was snow. And I was like, that's not the math. That's not the math. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, so dumb. Yes, Starcatcher, it's awesome. Starcatcher says, I still have a troubling amount of your songs committed to memory. That's fucking awesome! And I hope my new ones are also stuck in your brain too. As soon as I get to them, I feel so behind on everything. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. It is life. It is life. I know a lot of people have been like messaging me and shit. Oh, hi, Ted! Yes! I know a lot of people have been messaging me and shit and sliding to my DMs. The DMs, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to them. It's fucking impossible. I used to have a whole system where like I could like hang out with everyone and talk to everyone and do all that shit, and it's completely destroyed. I go to work now and I answer the phone from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's just fucking stupid. And then I come home to get caught up on all my work in 2 hours, which doesn't happen. And then I go on stream and I decompress. it's like such a fucking shit show. Yeah, when you don't, fun fact, when you don't do your job at work, you spend your whole time answering phone calls about people anticipating when you're going to do your job. And then you have to spend the whole day mansplaining and then talking bullshit to tell people, I swear to God, I'm doing the job. Meanwhile, if you just did the job, you wouldn't have to talk to anyone about anything. You just, this is why I've been like bitching about work. I'm like, dude, if we just did the shit, we wouldn't have to do all these emails and all these fucking phone calls. But I'm done. I'm done bitching. That's the end. Yeah, Tet. Oh, awesome. Yeah. So I'm sorry. HPDH. Congrats to HDPH. Who's HDPH? Oh, wait. Max said I have some good news and sad news. Got you. I'm sorry, bud. But we're so happy to have you on here. And hi, Cloud. Yes, let's freaking go. Yes. All the head pats. All the head pats. Yes, please. Yeah. Silver Mooney said today was in the 80s today. Oh, Devin. Devin said nice. You were an inspiration. I try to be. I'm not the best. But I have a golden rule in life. It really should be do unto others as you do unto you, which I like. That's good. But my golden rule in life is don't give up. And that sounds really easy, but trust me, like life is worth giving up. Life is fucking hard. And I mean like giving up, don't give up in the sense of like, even if like it comes that you just feel so stupid moving forward, just don't stop moving forward. That's how I feel right now. But we're good. We'll get there. We'll get there. But the weekends are always like a nice break. Sheriff said, I don't know why I'm scared to DM you to say hi. Because usually any kind of content creator doesn't want to be DM'd. So my thing is that I want to DM people. I want to talk. And the great irony is that I hope people think like, not that they're scared of me or that I'm abrasive or anything, but like I hope people feel like DM me when it's important, only because I've been really trying hard to message everyone and I'm fucking sucking at it right now. My whole thing before was like, I want to message people because it's so the norm to be someone online and just be so busy or not want to like interact with everyone. And for a number of reasons. Some people are just like, they come off looking social and they're not very social at all. And some people just don't know how to handle all the people, and I get that. I can handle it all if I had the times, but I guess that means I can't handle it anymore. But like mentally I can handle it. It's just like, I go to work, I used to have all this time to like be online and like respond to things and like get it done, and no, it's fucking obliterated now. It's just, everyone in my job is so helpless and shit, and like, it's just, we just are not doing dog dick, and every one single customer on the end of the line is like fucking pissed. I get told like once or twice a day how I fucked up someone's research project. It's the end. I can literally go die. Yeah, that's real. So if you thought only furries get that hate, also in the science field, apparently, I'm like, oh, bitches, you have no idea. I'm a furry. I get told to kill myself like fucking 3 times a day. But let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, university. I cannot say out loud. And also too, fucking, it's just so fucking crazy. Like that stuff. Cool. Sparta said me and Beyonce did a choreography battle. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah. By the way, I can show you some beans. Can I show you beans in the grass? You can't even see my beans in the grass. Hold on. Can I stay on top of... Actually, hold on. Can I stay on top of a star? Nah. I was going to say. Make it up there. I can't show you my beans like that. But that's okay. Can I show them here? Ah! Yeah! There we go. So many blades of grass, but I like this world. This world's very pretty. You just can't see my beans. I'm trying to see if there's light changing. That's the best angles right here. But it's okay. Lay sad. Lay sad. But it's okay. We're here. We're here. We're here having a good time. But I appreciate everyone being around for the fun. It's been great. It has been great. And you guys keep me sane. So all the beads keep me sane. Sorry, I have to have my beer very close to me. I enjoy. But I get it, yeah. Oh yeah, the Oscars are here. Hi, Caddy! Yeah, dude, Caddy, thanks for hanging out on Saturday. That was Saturday? Friday? Both. That was super fun. That was awesome. Yeah, I want to do more things like that. It's just hard. I get a lot of pings for people like that, so it'd be very cool to see the best way I can do stuff like that. Oh, Gilly! Hi, Gilly! Yes, bud! I hope you're doing great and awesome. Yeah, my life has been fucking wild, so I hope you're doing awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, let's fucking go. Let's put that here, yeah. So good. I am just a bean. I am just a little bean, do little bean things and dance. Do you like my hair like that? That's a lot of hair there. I don't know. I'll see. I'll watch this tomorrow and see how I feel about it. But the back side of the hair always has to be properly analyzed. Yes, yes. I'm just a bean. Yes. I'm just a bean. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I'm just a bean. I'm just a bean. Yes. Have to dance. You have to dance. It's very important to dance. Dancing is like the only thing that keeps me sane these days. Also, motion is so important. Sometimes we feel like stuck to our chair, stuck to the unending gravity of life and pressure, and you just gotta like make your own. Gotta make your own centrifugal force. This is true. Tripwave stream streak is 106 days. That's wild. Isn't that crazy? That's how much fun we fucking had. That's so awesome, bud. We need to get Tripwave on streams. Hi, Sateo. Yes. Beyonce said, "Never knew I could dance in heels so well without breaking my ankles." Isn't that great? I give chicks so much credit. Hi, Percy Scott. Yes. Oh my God. Hi, bud. Thanks for hanging with us. And Josh Bendy. Hi, Josh Bendy. Yes. Brandon says, "Nice. Are you a snow bean now?" Yes. I've always loved snow. Snow is my jam. I love winter and all that stuff. I'm a snowboarder too. It's fun. It's great. Demon Haunted said, "You should make a plushie of yourself." Yeah, we've been trying. It's been a really good idea. You need a giant quota and a bunch of support, and there's other things I'm gonna work on before that, but maybe in the future. Yes, hi Roscoe, and Drive Jame too. Hi, bud. Tripwave needs gay on my head. I shall do the things. Yes. Yes. And put that here. Okay. Or you go there. Okay. Okay. There we go. Ah, there we go. I'm just a bean. Just a bean. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I'm just a bean. I'm just a bean. Doing little bean things. Just a bean. Doing little bean things. Yes. Yes. I am so green. I am so green. Oh, the hurricane's hitting you, dog? Oh my God, that's so scary. I hope you're doing okay. That's terrifying. Your car flipped over? Jesus. Oh, you're in Victorville? Where's Victorville? Are you like in the middle of are you United States? Are you in the middle of the United States? Caddy said, after the stream, I plowed for 13 hours. Got an hour break in between. Needless to say. Yeah, because you like stayed up. That was crazy. Good for you. Damn. That's crazy. Roscoe, yes! Thank you for the raid, bud. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Tracking's all over the place. I guess I gotta go over here. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Gotta change my mirror. I have a mirror myself. Don't judge me. He looks great. I just want to hang out. Yeah. Swanky. Yes. Oh wait, my chat box isn't up. I did this on purpose. This is me. Where did I put my chat box? Yeah, that's my fault. Because we were all hanging out on Friday. Good. I just learned it. I was like, I sure have a lot of room on my screen. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Tripwave and Sheriff? Yeah, that's insane. Demon Haunted said, "Can you hit a high C with your singing voice?" Probably. We'll have to find out. Sheriff says, I tried to attend the streams, but hidden depression and stress hold me back. No worries. No worries. I totally fucking get that stuff, Zach. Do what you can. Do what you can. We're always so happy to have you here. And honestly, like, if people just hang and they just lurk in the background, I hate using the word lurk. That's really annoying to me because I just love when people vibe and it's not like a stressed out thing. Yeah, do it. Just vibe with us if you want, but I totally get it. You want to be in a place of like mental chill. I find though being with people is like the best thing for that kind of stuff. It seems kind of dumb too. This is like kind of weird, but in America, like if you ever get in trouble with the law or stuff like that, you ever have problems with like doing like a ticket or anything like that, they always throw you into community service. And it's like always this kind of weird thing. You're always like, well, why do they do that? Like, I guess it's because like they feel like you're like a degenerate of like society, so like you need to help out society. You can say that, but actually, for the human mind, helping out people and volunteering is like the best way to get reconnected. There's something about like sometimes when people are like, I don't want to say deviants of society, but like sometimes shit just happens and like you don't really go with the grain of like how the government and society wants you to go. That's for better or for worse. I'm not saying that everyone needs to be a little NPC sheep of the fucking system, but sometimes when people deviate, the easiest way, if you ever feel like, for example, that you are disconnected from people, you want to be more connected, it's all the same thing. You can fix that by being a volunteer, by giving yourself. This is why religion does this a lot too. Not to bring up religion and shit like that, but there's something about the human mind where like if you ever feel detached from people or you feel like you're just like in your own box of craziness, volunteering is like the coolest thing you can do for that stuff. Now, a lot of us don't have the fucking time to do that, so don't think that I am some naive person that's like, oh, you can just like give money and give your time and help out. But like, I'm just saying, like, if you ever feel like, wow, I feel like this life is just this unending pressure of fucking hell. Sometimes it's like stepping outside of your normal routine helps out a lot, and even like volunteering and shit like that is really cool. Random rant. But yeah, I always find for stuff like that, if I ever felt crazy, I haven't done that before. I volunteered for a rescue like 2 years ago because I just felt like whacked out, and it was like the coolest fucking thing I did. So yeah, it helps. But honestly, the point of all of that is like just being with people in some new, different way helps out a lot. Breaking out of your normal routine is great. So while people give shit for people hanging out online and stuff like that, oh, that's like, you gotta like touch grass and stuff. It's like, dude, like being with all your friends in here, like that's insanely helpful for the soul. You gotta step out of the normal routine. Yes, hi Lapis. Devin would buy a nice plushie. That's so awesome. The art snatcher. Here's the only person that rules the world. It's yourself. You have to. There's always gonna be people behind the fucking scenes. I know the temptation to believe the things that you're saying. We all get tempted to believe that, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing as saying nothing's worth it. There's no sense in trying. Why care when like there's always gonna be powerful people and all this stupid stuff. Dude, this is all life is designed to fuck with you on the daily. You have to look at yourself and be like, I have to focus on me, what I can do to make my life better. Lance, thank you for liking the stream. This is really big for me. I find myself, this happens to me too, when I'm like, I get really into my life. I'm very excited. Like, I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. And then like, I'll go online and I'll see like someone else doing amazing. And I'll feel like such a smaller person than I felt 5 minutes ago. All because I start like comparing myself to shit. And it's like, you can't focus on like that kind of shit. You have to really double down with what you're doing and what you can make out of this world. And that's it. It's so tempting to look at like, okay, well, I feel like I'm doing great stuff, but then when I look out into the world, I see all these people doing these things and all this crazy shit. Nah, it's such a distraction. There's always going to be something bigger. I mean, look at the universe. We're a tiny little rock in the entire known existence of everything. And then you have the sun, and the sun isn't even that fucking big compared to other suns. It's like, was it a 1/16 of Andromeda? Like, dude, you'll never win. Like, there's always going to be something bigger. There's always going to be someone better. There's always going to be something smarter. And you look at that pattern enough in time and space and history that like, it's just like, we have to focus on the here and now. We have to focus on ourselves and just bettering ourselves. The only race we have to worry about is with ourselves. But I get the temptation. It's not useful. Free ourselves, actually. Toby says I'm gonna order Chinese food too. Chinese food's the best. Yes. Macy, have a good night. Thanks for hanging. Yeah. Hi, Jeff Voltar. Hi. Demon Hana said I keep on forgetting that you're friends with Zouder. Yeah, Zouder's awesome. Zouder's a great beam. Yeah. Zach says most of the depression and stress is from breaking up with my boyfriend, and the stress mainly is worried about friends, with also me becoming more subconscious about myself with hate. Are you going through? I went through something when I broke up with my ex, and I went through this whole phase of being really, really terrified of people's opinions. I felt like when I broke up with my ex that I became such a workaholic and that I was the reason for all of it, which is probably true, but I got to the end of all of that realizing that it doesn't fucking matter and that I'm doing the right thing for myself. And I've continued to push myself and try to be the best person I can be. I found that like when I got really into my deep thoughts about why I had a breakup, that I was all the problem. And then the next 5 years after that, I worked really hard to get new friends, make sure everyone liked me, make sure I showed up to everything. It was fucking exhausting. Not that I didn't have a lot of great times and meet a lot of new people, and I've gotten the job I have now and some of the friends I do from thinking that way, but it was really kind of disserving of myself. I've always felt like I had to always look behind my back and make sure I was like in touch with everyone. Everything I did before was like I was happy to hang out with people and I had a blast, but I was like so focused into nice and doing that shit. And then I guess that like hurt the relationship. And honestly, I really felt upset about that. I was like, I don't know what I could have done to fix that. And while I guess that would have been kind of good to look at myself and be reflective, I didn't handle it well. Everything after that, I just felt the need to like double down and make sure that I was doing everything right by everyone, make sure I was appeasing everyone. And that was like the worst way to distort what was happening that led up to that, to all that drama. And I don't know if I have made the right decision, but I've decided in the past year or so that no, I don't give a fuck about that stuff. I'm gonna double down on what I did before, and I'm gonna work on myself and make sure that I'm the best for myself and other people. Even if that comes at the cost of other people having a problem with it, especially those that are really close to me that I love. Because I find that like if I spend my whole time getting really self-conscious about what people think instead of like being the person that people can either enjoy or hate, I have to release my control of people and just let them decide for themselves. And if they don't want to be here for the long run, then I can't control that. And the fact that led me to a breakup before, and something in my mind I've considered as a failure of myself, I can't stress about that stuff. It's a hard choice, but like I would say the same for you, is to not get sucked into feeling like just because you had a breakup, just because there's people in your life that have now altered it completely because they fell out of favor with you. Like, it's really easy to be retrospective and think about and be reflective and think about like what I could have done differently, like what you could have done differently. But at the end of the day, like you have to put a cap on it. You have to say, hey, okay, that's unfortunate that happened, but like, was I being true to myself, and am I being true to myself? Sometimes it's hard to see that with clarity because we just want so bad to appease everyone and have good times with everyone. I know for me, the biggest failure I have in my life that I'm trying to get over is that I am the easiest way you can manipulate me, hands down, and I have no problem sharing this with anyone because it's something I need to get better at with myself. And this is also why I'm kind of okay with the way my job is, because my job right now is so fucking difficult at work, but it's also helped build my character. My biggest weakness is like, in my life, I have this false assumption that I'm doing a good job if people like me. All hands down. It's like, it's something from my childhood. It's something I have to get over. It's completely like my worst fucking flaw is that I think I'm only doing good if everyone likes me. If people don't like me, if people hate me, if there's some problem, I'm doing something wrong. Always. Which means that anyone at any time can always fucking hack me into do whatever the fuck they want. It's so fucking easy. And I know I'm not the only one, but like, that's like my big thing. And I just feel like with breakups and shit like that, like it just doubles down on that false narrative I have in my head of like I'm doing the wrong thing all the time. When in life, reality is we always do wrong things all the time. And failure is how you get stronger and you move forward and you succeed. Like you can't be afraid of that shit. And worst of all, you can't do a life that is makes everyone happy if it doesn't make you happy in what you're doing. Like it doesn't make sense, but for some reason in my head that's what's got to be. So I hope for you that you have this time to like maybe think about like how can you make your life a little better. But I wouldn't say to try to change yourself because anything bad happened, because you probably dodged the bullet. You know, and the worst thing you could do is like have a relationship work because you had to change yourself when it's not some person you want to be. Like it just doesn't work out. Like everything has to have a compromise, especially in a relationship. Like no one's ever going to get 100% of everything, and you're never going to find the perfect person. It's not about finding the perfect person. It's about finding someone who's amazing and willing to go down life with you, and you both get better at the same time. Like it's so easy, like oh, like the perfect one, or like what like love at first sight and bullshit like that. It's like, dude, like some people luck out and some people just are able to have a relationship that carries on long, and some people don't. Like I can't tell you how many people I work with, especially like parents that are like single parents. Like, dude, it's crazy. Like, so like don't think that like it's anything that none of us are working out on ourselves. But we hope to have you here, and please don't get stuck in your head about all that stuff. I have worked extensively on warping my mind and thinking so intently and densely on all this stuff. So I can tell you that it has gotten me no closer to finding the answer, other than I have to do what I want to do, and it's going to cost me some people, it's going to cost me some things, and life is a bunch of trade-offs. And at the end of the day, the one thing that everyone has most of when they die is regret. And it's so funny, the things that regret comes from. It's mostly people being too afraid to take a chance or look foolish or put out more risk. And by the time they get close to dying, it's like they wish they would have done that, because now there's nothing. So always go with helping out yourself and doing what's good for yourself, because once you do good for yourself, you can do good for other people, as opposed to always being on low battery because you're trying so hard to appease everyone. Demon Haunted said the reason why that happens is because you, Zaldar, and that dog Coda had different times for live streaming on Twitch. That's a great thing. I don't want to compete with their time. That's fucking, thank you for telling me that. That's great. I would rather, it's like if you forget that we're friends because we're on different times, awesome. Great. That's what I want. I don't want to compete with everyone's time on that. And also, mainly for everyone that's like watching here tonight. And thanks, by the way, for watching. I don't want to be in the way of anyone else's streams, but I'm not too worried about it, considering that most of these awesome other streamers stream for a lot longer than I do. So I'm not too concerned about being encroaching on their time, if I can be honest, because everyone usually goes for like the harder, longer hours, which is great. That's fine. I'm glad that people can do that and bring more time and fun to people. I can't. Yeah, Stain's here. Awesome. Hannah the Sharko. Hi, Shanna. Hannah the Sharko. Hope you're doing amazing. And Kevin Paul, by the way, is on a 32 stream streak. Yes. Awesome. Caddy says, if it means anything, you're very welcome here and have friends here. Absolutely, I agree with Caddy. Yes, Zach, you're very welcome here. But I hope things get better for you. Breakups are the fucking worst. I find they're the worst because sometimes it's needed. You never want to be with someone if someone doesn't. You never want a relationship to work out if one person feels different and they can't get beyond that. And sometimes, you know, you feel that from time to time, but something you have to like grow out of and get stronger with. But you never want a relationship that just needs to work because it would look bad otherwise, or it's just like you're just trying to push something forward for no reason. But of course, the downside of going through with the breakup is that it crushes everyone's, like, it's so existential, you know, like everyone like has to take a look at themselves, or they go on the other path and they just get crazy and in their ego and double down and then just do crazy shit. Me being a great example of that. You just have to just do what you got to do, you know. But don't ever, the worst thing we can do to ourselves in life is not be on our side, is not be our advocate. That's like the best thing you can do. Even if you're worried about being too overconfident or being wrong, there is nothing that serves you from being self-conscious. There's nothing that serves you from being depressed or feeling like you're not worth it. Even if people are wrong and stupid, you can see through life how much people improve their lives and help others by just having like ridiculous amounts of stupid confidence. It is better, unfortunately, it's sad but true, it is better to be delusional and a fucking moron but so confident in yourself than to be someone who is constantly self-conscious, checking on themselves. It is so funny how this world works. Like they say, fortune favors the bold. It's so true of that. So like, it's always great for you to be smart and retrospective and looking at yourself and being like, hey, like, am I doing the right things? Am I doing right by myself? Like, that's really cool. But like, only in small, only in small servings, because at the end of the day, you're better off doubling down on something, anything, and moving forward. Even if it's just you feeling like you're like delusional or just an idiot, dude, you're better off doing that than feeling like, oh no, I need some more time to think about, am I doing the right thing or am I a good person? Nope. The way this life works, it does not serve anyone to do that, which is like crazy. Like, you think morally it'd be better to like watch yourself and make sure you're doing good, but like, nah. You'll find you'll be more helpful to people and yourself by just pushing on. Yeah, hi Brandon. And Sebastian hit a streak. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Yep. Sebastian, the Timberwolf, hit a 3-straight streak. That's awesome. Thank you so much for hanging with us. It makes me so happy. Yes. Hina has joined my fan club for 3 months. That's awesome. Neonce said, I've learned to just ignore negativity. And that's a good thing. Yeah, it's hard. It's so hard. Yeah. Oh, Blake White said, what do you do during the day? And yes, Silvermoon's right. He works at the lab as a customer service person. Yep, that's exactly what I do. Yeah. I got my job by being having an accounting background. Not that I'm a real accountant, but I used to do accounts payable. I used to do payroll. I've done like crazy shit. So like I'm a musician. So like I went to school for music. I graduated school. I had a ton of student loan debt and no music jobs. And that's actually why I started NIIC. I got so frustrated. But yeah, a shit ton amount of money due every month has led me to do all kinds of weird shit. I've been HR, I've been payroll, I have been like accounts receivable, which you guys don't know all those dumb words. It means like you're a part of the business that buys shit, or you're part of the business that like has to like pay people, all that stuff. So Fox, thanks for the boop. So yeah, fucking crazy. And I've been like a restaurant manager. Now I work at a lab. I had my little business of doing, I did festivals for a bit until COVID shut me down. But I had my own festival company, so I did like a lot of like live lighting and equipment and stuff like that, and worked for a lot of people that way. That was super cool. I just basically have tried to find ways to pay my bills. And so now I got a job right during COVID, because COVID happened, and I worked at a lab. So this lab, like, I got hired because of all my finance background. Basically just trying to get jobs, but it gave me some experience. But now I'm just like, I work just in customer service. Basically the job was like, whatever mold I could fit in to help everyone, I just do it. Like, I'm that kind of person where like, I'm like, oh, well, my background is this and the job I hired is this, so these are the only things I can do. I don't give a shit about that stuff. It gets me into trouble a lot, but I don't care about rules or anything. Or like what I can do or can't do, I just solve problems. And that's why I've like worked in this job so well too. Because like even in the while it's become more corporate, I just get into fights with people. They're like, that's not, like, I can't tell you how many times like my coworkers tell me that's not appropriate or you can't do that. I'm just like, yeah, okay, keep saying it. Eventually, if you say enough times, it's gonna be true. And I'm still gonna fucking be here. So I just kind of do whatever I want. But it's all for like the good of the company. Like, I just want to see everyone get their stuff. I want to see research institutions get their things, and I want us to make money, which we're really trying not to do right now. But whatever, it's fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna go anywhere. But yeah, right now I've been funneled into customer service, but I've made lab chemicals. Like when they need help on the weekends, I've been in the lab working chemicals. I've gone down and shipped shit and shipping because I'm so fucking tired of things not going out. I'm just like, fuck this, I don't care. They can yell at me. They'll bring me to a meeting. I'll get yelled at, slap wrist, bad Kyle, bad boy, naughty, naughty. And then I'll just go about my fucking day and make more money. Forget you guys, get fucked. So yeah, but basically right now I'm in customer service because we're just getting shat on by not shipping things. Everyone's fucking furious with us. So I just pick up the phone all day. Maybe 3 weeks from now, I'll be able to do things that are more rewarding, like automation and shit like that. I'm also running all the AI stuff in our company and all the robo stuff. I have a director above me. I have like 30 bosses. Everyone like comes to me like saying, "Oh, why didn't you do this?" Like as if I don't work for everyone. But I just don't give a shit. Yelling at me doesn't get me fired, and you're not gonna fire me. But one of my bosses, they run all like the EDI and automation stuff. So I'm trying to get more into that because all that robo stuff would make us like ship things better, but we don't even have time for me to do that. So yeah, now I'm customer service is getting screamed at. One day I'll be able to start doing all the robo stuff, which would be cool. But we can't even do that shit, right? So one day. But that's basically what I do. Yeah. I've been really good for the past 2 years. Been able to get a lot of nice stuff done at work. I've done a lot of videos and editing and like messaging people at work, and that hasn't happened for a couple weeks now because we're just so busy with the job. I'm hoping to get back to where I can do like a hybrid thing. I know that's like horrible to say, like, yeah, while I'm at work I would love to do my nice work, but that was my situation for a little bit. It hasn't been that way, and I gotta go to where most people need the help. So now I'm actually working all day. I used to not, but maybe we'll get back to that. We'll see. Noodles the Dreamer. Hi, Noodles. Noodles says, student loans are not nice. I know, right? Yeah. I have a fuck ton of student loans, but who doesn't? But for me, if I didn't do college, I would not be where I am. I don't regret it at all. I have no regrets at all. And I would love working on myself to get out of my parents' house, to go to Philly and do all the music stuff. And now I'm here with all you guys, so it's so cool. I don't think I would have nearly the crazy amount of life or work ethic if I didn't have student loans. There's something about like the pain of all this that like, it's like I can't ever stop. Like it's like I have a bear behind me like trying to chase me, and it's like all my crippling fucking bills. And there's something about like if I didn't have that, like I'd be on my couch more, I wouldn't be going out more, doing things. Like I've been like doing all kinds of crazy shit just because I'm just like I can't stop. And I know there's like probably some therapist session that's due for me for that. But it's what's got me to like meet with all you guys and do all this fun shit too. So I love it. I love to be like one of like the 1% of my graduating class that's actually doing music and stuff like that. Even if it's like more of a furry thing. And to be honest, I haven't really done too much music in the past couple years. I don't fucking care. In my mind, I'm like still like the 1% that's still doing this shit. That hasn't given up completely. And I don't plan on doing it. This has been so much fun. And yeah. But yeah, the lab part is part of it because bills suck. And honestly, it's what it is. That's what it is. I don't need life to be perfect. I just need life to be. Yes, hi Zominos. And Zach said, one thing is, even though I'm not diagnosed with these two, I 1% have symptoms of schizophrenia, paranoia. Yeah. The breakup was a silent one with me and my BF not having time for each other and their personal life, not allowing them to do everything. Also, Kai, Tripwave, nice. Thank you for the support. Good, I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I want to be sensitive about this as much as I can. I understand people want to identify what they have going on, and I don't want to invalidate any struggles that people have mentally or physically, any ailments like that, whether or not they have been self-diagnosed or are diagnosed. But I want you to remember that it is up to you entirely if you want to move forward or not. It's up to you entirely if, despite all of your afflictions, if you want to keep going. So please don't give up. I don't know how to say this delicately. I feel like there's been a trend the past 5-10 years where even myself has been so quick to start identifying certain parts of myself as having like different quirks and things like that. And I found myself not moving forward with certain things because I'm like, well, I'm afraid of this, or I have this thing. And I know everyone has their own different series of hardships physically and mentally. But I would say try not to take them too seriously. No one gets through life without challenges. And even if the challenges are outside or they're inside, don't give up. Find a way to do the thing. You will not regret it. I hope I can say that as delicately as I can. I find there's such a trend where people like to list off the things in their life that have like names, and I love that if it gets you to a place where you can solve them and overcome them. I always think it's great to identify a fear or put a name to something that's in your way that otherwise you just like put out of your mind and didn't want to identify. But don't let it run your life because you've named it. Let it lose power in your life because you've named it. Sometimes people like to let their life be defined by their ailments or their circumstances. And I think that's such a shitty way of doing it in the long run because you miss out on being awesome. It's cooler to have a story where you did kick ass in spite of it rather than not go through with something because of that thing. I hope that's delicate in how I put that. It's been a bothersome thing that I don't know how to talk about with people, but don't let that shit run your life. Oh, Wolf Paradox says, I have this stream playing at some fish laundry. Yes, fold your laundry while I talk words of nonsense and madness. Please, please. Yes. Carrie, we appreciate having you on here. Absolutely. Exactly, Toph. Toph said it's better to have a story where you kicked butt despite of it. Absolutely. I feel like there's a lot of people that just say, and I'm not even saying like online, I'm saying like, I have friends in life that are like this. They're like, yeah, well, like this happened to me, and like I have this condition and things like that, and like that's, and I hope they're being dealt with, and I hope that you're moving forward and you're strong, but like please don't let that stuff stop you because of anything. And so Carrie said, I have this thing, paranoia, depression, and I wonder if everyone would be happier if I was 6 feet in the dirt. So what I find in life is, and I'm not downplaying what you said because I hate every word you said because I think you're amazing and I want you to be here. I feel like it's so easy for us to ask for affirmation and validation from the world. Like, I wonder if it would be okay if I would stick around. I wonder how people would feel about me. I wonder if I should do the thing instead of just doing the thing. And I know that's scary to be like that, but like, I had a really good parental unit, and one of the biggest things that have stuck with me is always ask for forgiveness, not permission. And I know that might seem like a horrible thing for parents to say, but that's like one of the ruling like things in my life is like, dude, I've always benefited from just doing the thing and finding out later who it pissed off. Because at the end of the day, like, and this is with everything too, like you can ask someone, is it okay if I can do this? And they're gonna suck at giving you an answer. I don't know if you guys have experienced this. It bothers me when I see people online be like, hey, would it be cool if I did this project? Would everyone be into it? Like trying to see like if how many people would be interested. Yeah, you're not gonna find that anyone's gonna give you any sort of useful fucking information about that. You're only gonna find the information after the fact. It's gonna be a lot of criticism in the beginning too. And all these people that you were like, well, but I thought I asked you all in the beginning if this was okay. No, everyone's useless about that. You have to just do the thing. Everything in life just has to be done. And not only that, but like all the backlash in the beginning, you also have to ignore and just keep going through with it. Like time will tell you if it's worth it or not. And that's like the shittiest thing to tell people because no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear like, is it worth it if I am existing or not? Is it worth it if I'm doing this thing? And the answer is yes and no. The answer is everything because you're the one that decides if it's actually worth it or not. No one else. And while it will look like, oh my God, but like I see all these people doing great things and it's great because everyone else around them appreciates it. No, it's not that way at all. It's that person was not gonna fucking give up. They kept doing it. They found a way to give up and they had 10 million different things before that they tried and failed on too. And to see it from the outside after the end of everything and it looking like this great amazing achievement that they did and how much everyone loved it, it's not how it actually happens. Always it happens. You just don't give up. You don't give a shit about anyone. You keep going through it. You try to reach out to the people that are most receptive to it, but you have no idea who the hell it is. You just try your best guess to do it. And the fact that you're still there and you don't give up, you eventually bring on more people into what you want to do, what you're trying to do. And this, I'm not even saying it's about a project. Like, I'm trying to be really, really general here, because it's not even about a project. It's even about your own existence. Like, you just never giving up to show up. You never stop trying and just being here. Like, no one can refuse you. You just can't give up with that stuff. And it's hard to tell people that, because it's like, well, like, I need to know, like, if I'm worth it. Like, am I, like when people say, like, oh, am I annoying for people? Like, am I, at the end of the day, I try to tell people, like, yeah, I know it's gonna feel like, am I worth it to be here? Like, do people enjoy me? Like, do people find me to be a nuisance, or do they actually like to spend time with me? And the end result is, like, you have to keep doing what you're doing and let the people that don't want to be with you filter themselves out, and have all the right people keep coming towards you. And again, it's like that whole thing about, like, you can spend your whole day being self-conscious and being like tentative and like wondering if people want you to be part of their life or not, or you can just have that like blind, dumb confidence that is not grounded in anything and isn't deserved, and like in spite of all that, just go the fuck forward anyway. It's wild. The world doesn't work the way we think it does, especially like in the Western world. We have this morale where it's like you just got to be considerate of everyone, and you just have to be like, wonder like if you don't want to like make any waves and do stuff like that. Like, you gotta break through all that shit. It's not how the world actually works. Try to be as kind as you can to people, but yeah, you have to make room for yourself in the room. Mother Alien said, I'm valid just being here. Exactly. You were valid just being here. Hi, Neo. I appreciate it. Arctic says, everyone should feel like it ain't no one they would rather be. I love it. That's exactly right. Because if you go, it's like, it's not that it's deserved, but you have to act that way. In spite of whether or not you're important or not important, you have to act important. Because if you follow on that path, then life aligns with you on that path. It's the whole manifesting bullshit. Where they're like, oh, well, if you manifest, like, oh, I'm going to have all these great things, you'll have all these great things. It's not necessarily true, but when you act in accordance with that shit and you go down that path, it's like the whole simulation game gives you all the things. You just have to keep staying on the path. Thank you, Sebastian. Sebastian asks that I have an awesome weekend. Oh, yeah, I did. I actually worked a lot, but, dude, I do not regret that for anything. It's just extra hourly time, so I get paid for it. And it helps me pay back bills and debt and credit card bills and stuff like that. So that's good. And I got to spend today doing St. Patrick's Day funds with the family, so that was good. Arctic says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anyone else? I love that. That's RuPaul. I love that. So good. And probably so many other people too. But it is. I call it the, well, it's from, I heard it from Oprah Winfrey, but it's the cup overfloweth. It's like you have to fill up your cup first, because once it overflows, then you can fill that into everyone else's too. But it has to start with yourself. You can't help everyone on an empty battery. It comes off being conceited and selfish, but like once you, like at the end of the day, everything will have your attention. Everything will be vying for your time and your focus, and you have to have that for yourself. It's a shame, and no one tells you that. It's like no one's ever going to be supportive of you, and even if you decide to do the right thing and care about yourself first, you'll get no support for it. Like, and it's like, it's so discouraging, like especially for someone like me. Like I told you, like I have this false base assumption, and the foundation of my entire existence is that I believe, and I can't get myself to unbelieve this, but I'm trying to, is that I'm only doing great in life if people like me. If people do not like me, I am doing something wrong. Like, that's like my worst thing, but like, you cannot live that way. It doesn't work. No one's ever going to be supporting you when they really need to, because we all have our own lives going on and shit like that. And this is why I said, like, if you're ever trying to look for support from people, like ahead of time, like, hey, do you think I should do this thing? Do you think I should wear this thing? Do you think I should be this person? Do you think I should like go on this path? It's like, dude, no one has the fucking answer for you, and they're going to give you some dumb answer, or they're not going to upset you, and you're only going to have any sort of truth about it once you've already taken the path. So, and at that point, by that point, hopefully you're just like, well, no one gave me the answer or helped me out in the beginning, so I'm only going to trust myself. That's like, thank you. That's all we wanted. Stormatest said, my favorite version of nice is small nice. I just don't pick him up. Oh, yeah. I'll bring him out. And Nail said, it's hard to stay positive, but we keep trucking through. Yeah. That's why I said my golden rule is don't give up. The golden rule is really do unto others as you would have unto you. But I like the golden rule being don't give up. Because it's hard. You know, I mean, a lot of life is... There we go. A lot of life is routines that never fucking end, arduous fucking repetitions, and not giving up is the best way. And it's hard because it's like, as I know, I don't know if you guys are like me, like I am so sucked into my emotions sometimes. And like sometimes I use them to like guide me and be like, hey, like, is this the right thing I'm doing? Like, well, it can't be the right thing I'm doing if I feel this way. And like sometimes I have to like take that with a grain of salt and be like, well, yeah, at the same time too, like nothing amazing happens without doing it over and over and over and over again. So don't give up. Wolf Paradox has had severe storms and wind here. Hi, Shiro! Yes, let's go, Shiro! Arctic says big nice can be picked up too. As well as small nice. Don't forget, they can all be picked up. They're all pick-upable. Hi, Lucario, thanks for hanging. Law says this is not the small bean they drew me in. I feel cheated, but also not disappointed. Oh, you'll live. They'll all live! Wolfie says nice, it's cause you people pleaser in nature. I know, because I'm the same way. I love it. Let's see. Kevin said, nice. Over the next few years, I might be heading into semi-retirement from furry fandom activities because I'm already in my 40s. Though one could conceivably argue I'm already there. Sure. I wouldn't feel like your age should tell you to get the fuck out. That's up to you. That's a you thing. I'm here to push nice as far as I can, and I'm pretty sure I'm 40 in like a minute. So, dude, I feel you. I can't tell how many people too are like, yeah, he's like a grown-ass adult man, by the way. And I'm like, dude, I am literally here to make nice as big as I can. And just trying to do it on top of being a real-life human as well, which has its challenges. But, dude, like, I will stop doing this when this stops helping people. I do not give a fuck how people perceive me, and I don't give a fuck about what age I am, for sure. And I don't think you should either. If you find something great about this, that's all that matters. Again, you know, the most common thing people die with is regret. And I guarantee you a lot of people didn't do shit because they thought it wasn't for them, they were too old, or they didn't have the resources, or that's just not something they could ever see themselves doing. They weren't cut out for that. And I can't tell you, like, if you guys are younger, which I'm sure a lot of you are, there's some weird thing that happens when you're older where you're just like content with not getting into risk anymore. I know that's weird to say, but it happens. It's like you do all this crazy shit in your 20s and then something happens when you're just tired of the risk. You're just tired of like taking the chances, which is like fucking insane. Like you can't stop taking risks. I know that's it just seems like such an irresponsible, childish thing to do. When you're older, you have to like, you see this in movies a lot too. It's like when you're older, you have to be more responsible and you have to like make sure you mitigate risk and you do things that are more like on the level, which is like, there's nothing on the level. It all is just basically what is decided by society as like the best thing to do. You'll find this too. People are like, oh, like you got to get the house and you got to have like very responsible savings account. And you'll find like with the economy right now, no one is safe from losing all their money. This economy is crazy. So it's like, do not tell me that they're being smart. That's just what everyone's agreed upon to do. And that's all going to come to roost. So no, you can't listen to any of that shit. Don't let your adult life be sucked up by you trying to be safe because you're so tired of how crazy and uncertain your young years were. Like, dude, you will never stop growing. If you do life right, you will do the best you can. Now, we all want to try to avoid risk, but dude, do not live a life of mediocrity and fucking sadness because you're afraid of failing. Dude, you cannot escape failure. You cannot escape growth. It's coming for you. I have this for my coworkers too. With AI and like our job changing and shit like that, like they were all like fighting tooth and nail about this shit. And like, oh, well, I gotta do these like different software programs now. Well, I did this job for 30 years. A lot of my coworkers have worked here for a really long time. And like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm not gonna learn all this new stuff. And I'm like, what do you think's gonna happen like if you get fired? You're gonna have to get another job, assuming you can't retire, because I know you can't retire. You're here. and you're gonna have to get another job, which is gonna teach you new things. So like, you can't escape learning new things. You can stay here and learn new things, or you can get fucking fired and learn new things somewhere else. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. No. If everyone had it their way, we'd still be writing down orders on paper instead of a computer. Who the fuck wants that? Like, jump on this shit. I know it sucks to learn new things. I know it sucks to take risks, but do not think that you're safe from that shit. You're not, and you're better for it. Megiddo says, I think the craziest ageism against the gray muzzles is coming from the people in the 40 to 60 plus range, because I guess they want to be the only correct keepers of furry history. That's funny. I love it. Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all, you can put us into boxes and say, well, it's like the more gay furries, or it's the more younger furries, or it's the more older. There was like a big thing a couple years ago where they were like hitting up on furries that were like 30 plus. And I'm like, dude, like, don't like let any of that shit define you. Like, let people just say dumb shit on the internet. Like, half it's bots anyway. Like, sorry, half it's AI. So don't even worry about any of that shit. I appreciate it, Kevin. Yeah. Do whatever you want to do. Don't ever feel like that, like, oh, well, I'm at this age, I need to stop. Don't worry about that shit. You define this experience the way you want to define it. You know? Don't feel like you're at like a cusp or something. Yeah. I mean, I'm only saying that because seriously, we're all gonna get more digital soon. Like, this is not something that's for like weird fringe kids like us that are nerds, or like didn't have the same walk of life as like normal people like that were up on here. No, dude, this is gonna become everyone's fucking life. The more we get more digital with all this stuff, it's gonna be, there's not gonna be any reason to do all the normal stuff that normal people do. We're all gonna be in here. So get used to it. Stormy said, I turned 23 a few weeks ago. I'm happy being in the furry community. That's awesome. When I was 23, I started NIIC. That's so cool. I am 35 now. I'm ancient. That's great. Oh, thanks, Mother Alien. Wolfie says, yes, I agree. Keeping yourself, you're a true natural self, and just be you and be proud of it. Absolutely. You'll find if you're your own advocate in life, you get more shit done. I'm not going to say that that makes you a great person, or I'm not going to say that makes you a horrible person. I'm not going to say that makes you do the right things, and I'm not going to say that makes you do the wrong things, but you will have the best outcome of your life by just doubling down on yourself. The worst thing you can do is second guess yourself and not be your own advocate. Now, you'll make mistakes and have to learn from them, sure, but don't ever make mistakes and then feel like, oh shit, like this sucks that I did that. I need to stop going outside and doing bad things. Don't let that be the case. Again, when we get older, we have this natural tendency to avoid risk, and you can't. You have to fight that shit. Keeping amazing. Zach says, fursuits aren't a must. It's a hobby to be a furry, and it's a general community filled in with a lot of nice and supportive people, but it has its downsides too. Yeah, oh, for sure. Every community does. My favorite thing is when people leave the furry fandom because they can't take this stuff anymore. And I'm like, where are you gonna go? Because everywhere else you go is gonna have drama. It's gonna have social dynamics. It's gonna have an oligarchy of the top people. This happens everywhere. It's humans. If you do not get rid of humans, you will always have the drama. You'll have the creepy underworld. You'll have the horrible people doing horrible things. You'll have the great people doing amazing things. You'll have the little shrimp on the bottom that feel like they are the outcasts of that society. And then you'll have the oligarchy on top that are like all the popular people and that everyone else can go fuck themselves. This happens everywhere. You cannot get away from this. You cannot escape it. Don't even try. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. That's it. And don't ever feel like the drama and stuff is ever going to go away because you leave the fandom. Now, if you feel like it's just not serving you anymore, by all means leave, of course. Yeah, but don't think you're going to escape it, the general dynamics of that, because any other group you go into is going to have that. You can't escape it. And it's okay, because it doesn't matter. It always happens everywhere. This is why the other person had a comment about like, are you concerned about how like the world is run by certain people? It's like, dude, like, trust me. Everything's always run by everything. Everyone's got a boss. Everyone's always in the pocket of someone else. Don't worry about it. Focus on yourself and the life that you're gonna have. That's great, because if you learn all the truth of the world and you're still just depressed and stressed out by it, and you do nothing to help yourself or others, then that's the failure right there. Yes, hi Bear. Thanks for hanging, bud. Arctic Wolf, that's awesome. I love it. Yes, hi Theron Archer. Hi. Silver Mooney said, nice, you're not ancient. Yeah, I definitely don't feel ancient. I feel very sprightly. Also, considering all the work I do and my work ethic, I should be just like tired all the time and depressed and have an aching back. And I don't. I feel very peppy. And I'm hanging out with you guys at like midnight. So let's fucking go. Hi, Miller Jordan. Yes, hi. Sebastian said karaoke Tuesday. Yes, we will do karaoke Tuesday. As long as my stuff works this time. But karaoke Tuesday is always on every time. And it was a blast last time. So even if I wasn't there, but I'll be there. Wolfie says, thank you for saying that the world needs more people like you that give such a good advice. Yeah, I hope my advice is okay for people. Sometimes it's not always that comforting, because basically I'm saying you need to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself and just do the thing. Even if you feel like it's the wrong thing, you are better off doing the thing than not doing anything at all. It's so hard. But I've had a lot of people who have depression and things like that, and I'm not the most supportive with that. Not because I don't support them, but I support them so much that I'm like, you just have to keep going. And I don't have any other way to say it. And I only say that because I have been someone that struggled with shit like that, and I've done such a great job about thinking about it all, about breaking it down, and like thinking about every possible thing. If I just think a little more about it, I'll find the answer, and there's no answer. It's just, the answer is I have to just ignore it all and not give a shit and just push through. You just gotta be a dude about everything. It's like, it's not a good answer, but like, it tracks. It gets you results, as opposed to you trying to feel the need to like dissect everything about yourself and like improve yourself. It's like, that'll just come in time. But the airplane has to go down the runway. It might fly, it might not fly, but it's got to go down the fucking runway. It's hard. So sometimes my advice is not that great, but I really appreciate it. Thank you, Oshia. Good. I'm glad. I try to. I've just been through so many hardships in my life. I am not a perfect person, but I have done such good things for myself and for people just by not giving up. And like I said, that's what I said, my golden rule is not giving up. But also I do some really stupid shit, and I have to work with stupid people and answer for stupid things. I'm gonna go in tomorrow at 7 in the morning and just start getting yelled at for shit that I can't control, and that's gonna happen until 7 o'clock at night, and I already know it is, and it's cool. I have to just be at peace with it, and it's just such a good character experience. Just, I built so much strength in myself for not needing everyone to like me, and I think that's like, it's so hard for me to do, but like, it's why I can't quit this job. It's like the character building that I need, because like, I am just so upset when people are upset with me, and like, I have to get over it. I can't let people tell me what the fuck to do anymore. I'm too old. But yeah, I hope everyone does that soon too. I hope everyone gets into their head that no matter how hard life is, no matter how they haven't done the best for themselves or others, that they're not going to give up and they're going to keep going. Because that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Arctic says, what if having big green beans is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? I thought the answer was 42. The life, the universe, and everything. It's 42. Miller Jordan said, I had a pretty good day today. Nice. I helped my grandma to replace her front hubs from her Dodge Grand Caravan. That's awesome. I suck at cars. I'm terrible. I have some rumbling in the back of my van, and they call it the trans, I forget what it is. There's like mounts. There's like mounts on there. Bushel trans mounts. I have to get them fixed. I got time, but it just sounds so annoying, and I drive too much to not deal with it. Caddy's like, cars, what? Caddy knows all the cars. Caddy got a bunch of cars. Alexandria, hi. Thank you so much for hanging out on TikTok. Hi, hi, hi. Yes, I am Bean. I am Little Bean. Just a little bean, just a little bean, just a little bean, bean, bean. But I hope everyone is doing great. Cheers. Megiddo says, no longer 42. There's another number now. 69. Oh, good, Carrie. I appreciate it. Wolfie says, in my opinion, that is good advice, and sometimes that's what people really need to hear, especially considering I, too, struggle from the same thing, so I'm definitely on the same wavelength. Yeah, I just feel like there's, like, the thing that's helped me out most in life is, like, just being confident and being my own advocate and feeling, even if it's, like, stupid or I am delusional or wrong, it's, like, it never helps me to not be on my own wavelength. Like, you have to be for yourself and do that, and eventually, like, kind of helps curtail you in the right direction anyway. So, but it's so easy for us to not trust ourselves and think that we're not doing the right thing. What if this is the wrong decision? Like, nah, you can't think about that. You just have to do it and see what happens. It's hard though. It's hard to tell people that until you realize you do enough times. You're like, oh yeah. That's why I get nervous when people get older and then they don't want to pursue stuff like that anymore. They get nervous. They just want to stay in their comfort zone, and I get it. But you can't. You can't, because life's gonna eat you alive. Beans. Yes, Loki, beans. Little beans. I got little beans. Little beans, yes. Little beans, yes. Little beans, yes. Yes. Caddy says, clunk in the back. I assume when you hit potholes, most likely the shocks are blown or your struts. Yeah, maybe that too. We'll find. We shall find out. The car dealership checked it out and they said it was whatever that thing was. I said, because I thought it was my engine mounts, and they checked it and they said no, it's whatever the trans bushel things. So I just wrote it down. I'll take it back there. Hi, Carl. Yes. Kina says, if I may ask, what can you tease about your new upcoming music? Yeah, I cannot. I just need to start working on it. I have nothing to tease until it's done. But I appreciate your interest. That makes me so happy. Stormy, have a nice night. Bye. Yeah, Stormy, thanks for saying hi and that you love my content. That's awesome. Shiro says, nice, can't read everything from 4+ chats. It's true. I'm trying, and then I'm also trying to talk, and I suck at all of it. And also, this is like my 18th hour in existence. So I suck at all the things, but that's okay. I'm not gonna give up. Yes, no one on the corner tails wagging like us. Arctic says, how is America right now, by the way? Like, as a European, I'm not sure if it's as tragic as our news makes it out to be. Yeah, I bet you guys think we're like psychopaths. It's good here. It's good here. Life is normal. Nothing's crazy. We're actually like scared ourselves. We get blasted with propaganda. And if you guys don't know how America works, America's very bipolar. We have people that are like pro-Trump all the things, and then you have people that are very anti-Trump all the things. And not to make this political, but like we just get blasted both sides of like, hey, are we doing good things? Or hey, are we like super fucking evil? And you get that like blasted in your face all the way in America. It's absolutely fucking annoying. So whatever you're hearing in your country about us, sure. it's probably right. I don't know anymore. Yeah, it's wild being here, but it's fine. Life is like normal. Life's like fucking great. We are so spoiled here, and we have so many fucking privileges. For example, everyone's freaking out about gas right now here, which is like hilarious because if you guys know anything about like this war shit we're doing, everyone is affected by all this stuff, and we are not affected by this at all. America has we have our own energy, basically. We get very little amount of our like oil and resources and stuff from a lot of other places. While it seems like we like import everything from everywhere, our energy wise is pretty much, we're the only place that like won't be affected by a lot of shit compared to other places. Like you hear like South Korea's gone completely fucked by this. So we're fucking over people with all this crazy stuff. But we, of course, being the little privileged, little spoiled brats that we are freaking out that gas is like 30 cents more. And I get it, like, it sucks, like, that makes everything more expensive, but, like, imagine being in other countries. It's really cool. I'm obsessed with, I watch Asmongold a lot, and so he has an Iranian friend who has been, like, talking about their life there in Iran, and it's so crazy to watch that stuff, because I'm starting to, like, learn about, like, how the world, like, works outside of the US. We're so, like, detached from, like, how the world works. Even with, like, just basic things like paying for things, like, things are way more complicated other places. And hearing shit like in Iran about, like, even just like fucking like internet usage, like, we just get internet as internet here. Like, we just get like texting as like texting here. Like, there's no like data plans that are like, oh well, like this amount you can like pay all this money, you get like this amount of like website, or you get like this amount of internet, and this, like, everything is like, there's way more middlemen in other places. Like, we have like things so much easier here because like we have just tried to make ourselves like the big king pins or whatever we like try to think we are. But so basically here, it's a lot of privileged people trying to figure out that the life is a lot more realer than they have it. And they're about to learn that soon. But yeah, we have a lot of social things that are going on here, but the same things that are going on in a lot of other parts of the Western world too. Culture clashes and things like that. We'll all get on the other side of it one way or another, but no, we're good here. Arctic says, the thing is, in England, our GDP has rose by a lot despite our weak-ass prime minister. You said that. You said that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm reading. I'm just reading. But, like, British life is cheaper since we stopped supporting the Americans. That's great. And I love that. That's fucking awesome. Everyone should do what's best for them. I think that's the whole point of what our president was trying to say anyway. But yeah. Yo, if you guys want to do your own thing, I love it. I love it. Everyone's gotta look out for themselves. This is what they're trying to change with the whole, like, when they say changing the world order stuff, it's like, it sounds like this scary fucking thing, but like, life's different than it's always been. And everyone just has to like do what they can for their group. And hopefully by us all looking after ourselves, we can all help each other in the end. We just have had this like whole arrangement of society, and I think it's gonna start changing in different ways to help out countries. And, you know, we're gonna sacrifice some of our pleasures in America for that too, and it's gonna piss off a lot of people. But you know what, like, hearing how other people have life and stuff like that is so cool, because it makes me realize, oh my god, I'm fucking spoiled as shit. A great example is like Bitcoin, like, and cryptocurrency. In America, crypto is basically a way to gamble. We all have the dollar, so like, not that the dollar is the best ever, it's definitely being used less around the world, which makes it effectively less valuable. Also, we're fucking with our own currency, so there's that. I'm not trying to get too much into money, I'm just saying this as like an example about like culture. In America, like, we use crypto to gamble. Like, it's like we have no need to like use crypto. Like, it's like, oh well, like, I just have this, I just want to try to make some more money, so like, I'll just like gamble, or I'll just like put it into like meme coins, like Dogecoin and shit like that. But like, in like actual parts of the world, like, people use crypto and Bitcoin and Tether to like actually pay for shit, because their currency is being so fucked by their governments and its value is just like less. So like, they'll buy like stable coin in like the dollar or in whatever, or in the yuan or anything, and like, that's like awesome that people can actually use it for that shit. Whereas in like, yes, Delta, thank you for the raid, that's awesome. Whereas in like America, we're just like, I just want to find a way to try to make more money for like weed. Like, it's like, dude, like, people actually use this shit like to make their lives better, and we're just over here just like, oh, you know, if my life could be just a little more awesome, that'd be fucking great. Not that anything's right or wrong, but it's so cool to look at, like, wow, I really like have thought like life just works a certain way, and like for other people, like, they would wish they had a fraction of it. So that's crazy. But no, we're great. Multi-Phantom said, how do you feel about the current president? Yeah, he's batshit. He's batshit, but I don't know if keeping the same way we've been behaving has been helping either. Like who was saying this? Like, Arctic was saying, hey, like, England and the UK is like doing their own thing now, and things are cheaper. Maybe us going crazy right now is helping other countries find themselves again and do more shit like that. I think that's awesome too. So change is weird, because change isn't always inherently good or bad. But I feel like us being Americans doing the same thing we were doing this whole time, we were kind of getting to this weird like sleepy place, this plateau, and I think it was time for people to shake things up. I'm not gonna say that the person doing it behind the wheel right now might be the best choice, but you know what? Eventually, this was gonna happen. Eventually, people were gonna start doing weird shit like that, because there is something happening in America where we all have to try to figure out what the fuck we are, and we're gonna find out what that is. So we have these two, like I said, we have these two battles back and forth. People call it, we're fighting for the soul of America. And I really don't care either way, to be honest. It's a bigger question, and honestly, I'm here for it no matter what. I just want to be here and focus on myself and do what I can to help people. But I've been trying to learn a lot about it. I've been trying to learn a lot about the economy. I'm sorry for getting super nerdy on Friday and talking about it, but that's the kind of shit I've been learning. Because it's so important, because we have a lot of culture things here, and people just don't understand, like, oh, the things you feel like you're fighting about, the causes you feel like you're going for, they're not invalid, but like you're misunderstanding that they all come from a place of economics. And that honestly, if you made everyone's lives great, we wouldn't be fighting about half the shit we fought about. Like, and that sounds like really like irresponsible to say, but trust me, if you just put money in people's pockets and you made things less fucking hard for people, they would not be going out and fighting about half the fucking shit they're fighting about. And unfortunately, that's fucking true. And especially in America, we're not taught any of this fucking shit on purpose. It's not a bug, it's a feature. And we are just going to have to learn that, hey, we have to start fucking learning how the world works, because people are hiding this shit from us because it helps them, and people don't realize how irresponsible it is. You can't piss off a whole society, a whole population. Once you piss off enough people, they get fucking crazy, and we just all gotta be careful. But honestly, it's wild what's going on here, but at the same time, you know, I have to focus on myself. I have to focus on everyone else, and us just doing the best we can to do the best we can. Hi, Inferno! Yeah, and Caddy went down to Philly for an amazing weekend with Beans, but definitely plan on doing a return. That's awesome. And Caddy said, I don't want to speak for Caddy, but I will a little bit. Caddy was saying that that he had people that were concerned that he was coming down to the United States. But yeah, I don't feel like unsafe or anything at all. You see all this shit on the internet and stuff, and that's kind of weird too. I think that's something worth noting about life too, is that it is really easy to look at the internet like it's the face value of the world, but the internet is such a propaganda place. And it's not that it's not true, but like the world exists one way on the internet and exists another way in real life. And they will merge, they will cross and flip-flop, but it's not one for one. When you see all the scary shit that happens on the internet, and like you see how crazy and erratic people are, that's not real life. You're gonna go outside and it's not gonna be a big fucking deal. Everyone wants to be left the fuck alone. Everyone has their own life. They just want to get home and like smoke ganja and watch fucking Netflix and do nothing. Like, trust me, like everyone that like has like some radical thing online, like you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Everyone's so confident and a warrior with their fingers on a keyboard, and at the end of the day, we all just want our lives to be as good as they can be without all the fucking stupidity. Exactly. Caddy's like, I've seen nice people that just want to live and let live. It's so true. But that's everywhere. That's everywhere. And as Americans, we have it in our mind that there's so many different hostile places in the world that really are just people just trying just to fucking survive. So we have our own fucked up things about everything. But I've learned in the past couple years is that we are so fucking privileged. So privileged. And like the things we fight about, like we just need to shut up. Just shut up. Oh my God, you're gonna ruin a good thing. Arctic said, thing is, America is taught it won itself the War of Independence, but we invaded and conquered them straight after. American schools just didn't teach it. Yeah, there was that whole, like, it wasn't, because there was the War of 1812 and all that stuff. Yep. Yep. Yes, hi Billy, I'm the kid. Thanks for hanging on YouTube. Oh, wow. Carl said there was a crowd that came into a restaurant and was protesting. It took an hour to get them out. That's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, I have no issues in America. Nope. All good. I know they're getting nervous about something happening in California. Nah, don't worry about any of that shit. Focus on your life. You're gonna get, like, as we keep going into the future, there's gonna be a lot of weird manipulation online of things, and that makes me very nervous, especially with AI and stuff. Like, you're even seeing it right now with things online. Like, it's like you're just having so much propaganda spun everywhere. Arctic said smoke ganja like Lincoln intended. Yes, I love it. But yeah, I feel like something has to change. At least there just has to be something that happens where everyone gets to some place of chill. But it's gonna be what it is. It's gonna be what it is. America needs to figure out its money problem now. We have a money problem where it's the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and no one talks about that. And I don't want to get into it too much, but it is a thing. And if no one solves it, you get all this extra stuff. This is a great thing I say about my job. I talked to my CEO at my job because he was just like asking us stupid questions, and I started to be like, the fucking stupid questions, like just upset that like we're not shipping things, but like, you know why we're not shipping things, and like, oh, the customers are complaining, but you know why customers are complaining, and like all this stuff, and like he was trying to get like customer services like input on. It's like, well, what do you guys think? Like, what do you think we can do? And I literally just said to his face, I'm like, dude, it's all downstream of shipping. No one cares about like all our 50 excuses and all of our apologies, because like corporate's like, oh, well, like we need to send letters to people, we need to like talk to people, go to their labs, tell them everything's okay. Like, you don't have to kiss babies. You don't. It's not politics. It's not politics all the time. I'm sorry if you're up in your little comfy cozy corporate seat, and I get that. That's a really nice job you have there. You make 6 figures. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. But how this actually works is you can save yourself a lot of time. You can even do less for that 6 figures if you just ship shit. No one actually needs to hear all my excuses. Yes, we don't get back to customers because there's too many fucking emails and too many phone calls, but you wouldn't have any of those emails or any of those phone calls, and you wouldn't have to worry about customer service being so behind on all the emails and phone calls if you just ship shit. All you have to do is ship shit. If you ship shit, everything's done. And so I was like, kid, it's all downstream of shipping things. All this goes away. All of the hell we're dealing with, we don't have to point fingers at who didn't do what or what system wasn't set up. You just ship shit. If you just ship things to people, they don't care about your company. They don't care. Like, we're trying all these branding things, like, oh, let's have new pictures and things looking at, oh, well, yes, we had this move, but like, this move's okay because look at how great we are now. You don't have to do any of that. No one gives a fuck about you. They just want to give their money to you and that you ship them their shit. That's all. No one cares about what your fucking company is or how you are so much better now. Look at your life. We're gonna get back to you. We're gonna help. No one fucking cares. They just want their shit. You are here to solve a problem, and that is to ship them their shit. So ship them their shit. And I told this, I was like to his face, I was just like, dude, it's all downstream of shipping. If you just ship, it all goes away. And he was just like, he was not happy with my simple ass answer. And I'm like, I know that's not the nice thing to say. It hurts a lot of people's jobs and their egos when you say it's so simple as just shipping the fucking things. But dude, if you want fucking truth, it's that. And same with this country too. It's like, you will have all these fights until you just solve the fucking money problem. Like, if people feel like they can get ahead, they can have a better life for themselves, if people feel like they can have houses and they can have families and they can be with the person they want to be, it all goes away. It all goes. People don't give a shit about shit this much. And it's like, it's sad to tell people that stuff, but it's like, these causes mean everything. They're very important conversations that we need to discuss, but they don't matter this much to people. They don't. People do not give a fuck this much. They just want their lives to be happy, and they want the lives of the people around them to be happy. They want to see that the world they step out into is something great. It doesn't need to be amazing, it just needs to be great. And you can do that. You just have to fix the money problem. That's it. And it all goes the fuck away. You can't just take care of the rich so the rich get better and that everyone else doesn't. That's the end of all things. This has happened so many times in history, and I don't want it to happen. But People don't listen. People don't fucking figure that shit out. And I didn't even know that shit out until I studied that stuff. And I'm not even fully studying all of it. I'm still super young to it. But dude, like all these things are all the same. It's like, dude, just make people's lives better. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Arctic said, honestly, if every country canceled debt with each other, we would live in a much better world. Yeah, and I don't understand economics amount. Because money's not even real. Money's just like a way to get people to do other things for each other. But it's all in balance, and you can't just like cancel it all. But that's why you see all these rich mega people trying to run so fast towards AI, hoping it's going to save us. It would be the thing that would save us. I know people don't like AI, but that's the end of all of it. If you get rid of the ability to do labor and you have robots and AI and all that shit doing it, but I mean, I am experiencing this problem in my job. It's like, yeah, you can set up these automatic systems, but they're not perfect. Like, there's gonna be disaster, and that's the thing too. It's like, sure, it might come at the end of 30 years, but like, dude, you can't forget about us here and now. So yes, guys, you should join the Discord server, which is right down here, is discord.gg/nice. I pinned it to the top of the Twitch and the YouTube chats, but it might be hard to see, so I'm sorry. Yep. Or if you're on Discord, my name is literally Nice, so hit me up and be like, hey, Nice, where is that Discord server? But it's discord.gg. It's always discord.gg for groups, by the way, so it's always discord.gg for group / and then just my name, NIIC, and that gets right us to the Fanksters. Yeah. Megiddo Bandito said, this is a world that couldn't even give up the penny cent for many countries until post 2000s. We were the super hard case and held out until 2025. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. And now you're going to have all this digital currency and stuff too, which is like, I love hearing that other countries do that. Like they'll use stablecoin and all that stuff because it's like better than their whatever. Like hearing about that in Iran and stuff like that. I'm like, that's like awesome. Like there's actually use for this stuff and that's incredible. That's how it is. That's how you got to do it. And I feel about that some countries have it harder than we do. Like just to even think about like medicine or like you're like being on the internet. And that's the thing too, is like everything's getting more towards the internet. Like we have to be better about that for everyone. That's crazy. Multifandom says, my problem is everything feels like a subscription based nowadays. Yes. I get this world needs money, but seriously not everything needs to be a literal subscription. I know. It's so true. That all comes, yeah. We will be figuring out. We'll have to figure out the money problem with all that stuff. But yeah, everything's a subscription. And that's because like, even if you see with video games and the DLCs and all that stuff, like people are trying to figure out how to keep prosperity going. And it's getting really distorted. Some people are getting more prosperity than others. It's getting fucking whacked. I'm not sure. I know the answers to that, but it's going to be hard. But like, this is why you have such a fight in America about fraud and stuff like that. I'm like, if you do shit like that, like I know no one liked the whole Doge thing, but like if you do stuff like that, like that's how you start like getting people back their money. Because at the end of the day, it's like you have to get rid of shit like that. But it's hard. No one wants to see anyone suffer. And it's like, yes, I completely agree. But then again, fraud. Like you literally have people that are just like taking advantage of the system. And it's like, it's not that anyone's doing it inherently like to be evil. It's like people were not having a good way of growing up because of a certain system. So then they're trying to find their own way to interact with the system and trying to do like a video game and spam bot it. And so it's like you always have these people like trying to do these different things. Like you see this in politics too. Like that's why you have like all the who are the fucking people? The lobbyists that come in for like all the politics. You have like the business corporations that have the lobbyists come in and try to do all that stuff. So it's like with all the certain regulations, they try to make all their extra regulations. And then they have regulations on top of that. It's like everyone's always trying to do this like spam thing instead of just playing the fucking game. And oh, it's so brutal. But like it means like you have all these distortions in the economy, and that's why you get all this fraud. That's why you get all these people making like mega fucking money and all these people being like disproportioned and being pushed out. It's just like, it sucks. And not that we need to keep talking about this, but like the punchline is like you have to make things better for everyone. You have to balance it somehow. And it's not going to be socialism. It's not going to be like breaking the system. It's going to be, you have to get rid of stupid shit. But yeah, isn't it crazy? Yeah, exactly, Megiddo. Yeah. And I feel that way too. I just feel like it's like there's so many things in life. Like I just want to, I just want to do the things I want to do. I feel like I spend too much time like being distracted by needing to like pay for bills and stuff like that. So I'm even trying in my own life to be better about like what I'm spending money on stuff. It's just, it's hard. It's hard. Shiro said I got some imported coffee monsters while I was in New York yesterday. That's awesome. Yeah, Java Monster is great. Oh, so good. What's weird is you pay to stream an app, right? Like Amazon Prime. But you have to buy the movie or show you want to watch off the app you're already paying for. This is something I don't agree with at all. Especially when you buy some movie and you own it for a month. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and honestly, that's something like we just have to be better as about people. It's so easy to think everything's on companies, and that's not wrong. But like that kind of shit, that's just our own fault. Like, it's a choice. Like, you can think like, oh, like, I have to keep paying for the subscription, and then I got to pay for the movie. It's like at the same time, I could have just bought the movie and be done with it. But I have no problem paying for this stuff because it's easy, it's convenient, and I don't have to think about finding this movie or if my thing works. Like, that's it. Like, it's like, we don't have to do these things. The problem is like, so like, especially with like doing video games and stuff like that, where it's got DLC and stuff like that, like we feel pressured to pay all that money because it's socially like acceptable. It's what we have to do. So it's like, you either have to make the sacrifice to not do the thing or find a different, more permanent way to not spend money, or we just have to suck it up. So like at the end of the day, like it falls upon us to be like, hey, like people can try to get away with taking money from people, or we have to have the responsibility to just figure out our own way and be more clever than they are. And it sucks. It sucks. And it sucks when you're a kid and you're not taught all this shit. I feel like there was a way that I always found like I had to do things until I realized, oh my God, like I just believed this is the only way to live or the only way to do things. I don't have to have all these subscriptions and shit. So it's hard. But yeah, I do feel like a lot of corporations, they're trying so hard to keep their money, so it's really easy to like lure people in, and they do work on a lot of marketing to keep us all addicted. So that's not untrue. Oh, cool! Megiddo recently got a new Blu-ray burner for doing long-term backups and a collection of Blu-rays for super cheap. Yeah, that's awesome. That's how you do it. Yeah, eventually you realize, oh yeah, this is bullshit what they're doing, and then you just don't pay for it. That's why they say every dollar is a vote. But if we just keep doing the same thing and then just be disgruntled that it's the way life is, but we keep supporting it, like it never goes away. You're just going to keep supporting it. The very thing we don't want. Caddy said, a couple hours away from me in Sudbury, Ontario, a foot of snow fell today. That's crazy. That's crazy. Insane. Beans, I am sorry. I have to head off to bed. I have to get up in like 4 hours. Jesus. But I hope everyone has an amazing night. Thanks for vibing out tonight. I hope it wasn't too preachy tonight. But I would love to hang out with everyone more. And if I can do it tomorrow, that'd be amazing. I'll definitely be there for karaoke on Tuesday. But yeah, it's been crazy. I'm hoping that this work stuff dies down, because some days that I haven't been on have just been because I'm just too tired, or I always have to come home and work more. So sometimes I get really pissed off at the shit I have to work on. It's a lot of like cases and helping out people with customer service drama, and sometimes it's just so irritating. So like I'm like, to get on here and be in a good mood, I feel like I would like impact everyone and not be the best person for this. So thank you for bearing with me while I try to get away from working when I'm at home. But yeah, you guys are awesome, and this has been great, and thank you for making the ending of my weekend amazing. And I hope everyone who celebrated St. Patty's Day had an awesome St. Patty's Day, and I hope everyone else who is doing amazing things just keeps doing amazing things. Again, like I said, do not give up, trust yourself, be your own advocate, and don't worry about what happens in the world. Worry about what happens with yourself, because you are the only one in control of yourself, and only worry about the things you can control. It's so good to be informed about what's going on in life, but at the end of the day, all that matters is what you can do to help others and yourself. And yeah, stay true to yourself. Whatever that means. It could change from time to time, but just be your own advocate and be amazing, because you are amazing. Yeah. Have a good night, guys. Bye. Bye. Okay, this is a real stream ending now. This is now the real stream ending thing, and I'll remember to change it tomorrow. Ugh. I rock. No, I don't. It's a lie.
Try using Rissy did rough. Like Mimi Mercy here?